aliens really exist?
Nobody will never ever know, at least for the next lot of years.
What do we mean by life itself?
How do you think sessions like these should be conducted?
It cannot be avoided, but that should be minimized. Actually enable people to search for the things which they never thought they would.
Problem that light travels at the speed of light.
Discussions were very
Very interactive and very
I think I need a break. Don't care how
Siddharth from Campus Studio, and just now a discussion session from the Singularity could have just ended on title as the blue dot, and it basically emphasizes on whether the alien exists and how can we communicate to them and all that. So uh, after this session, these two guys are being a part of this interview and sharing the experience, how the discussion went according to them and all. So, starting with how the discussion was it helpful for you to you know something that you didn't know earlier about?
Yeah, so I have enjoyed this discussion a lot. That's what I would say. Since this was a discussion of sorts, we were not finding anything particularly insightful out. It was entertaining and it was a lot, I would say, it helped me remember a lot of stuff which
Yeah,
I
because
thought
the
I didn't
topic
remember.
was too much abstract.
Not, I would not describe it as abstract. I would describe it as something which we don't know a lot of yet, but we are all hopeful to know more and more with time. So yeah, look, sitting with all of these people, majority of which are 25 MS who have just passed the first semester. So they have not yet started into the actual research part of this entire um, side of science. So it was entertaining and insightful to get their point of view also, because I am also part of kind of working in this field as well. So it was nice. I learned some things.
So, at the end of this discussion, do you really think that alien exists?
Well, the crux of the discussion was that nobody will never ever know, at least for the next lot of years. So we have learned a lot about what would happen with some particular assumptions, but we haven't been able to answer the question of the discussion, and that is kind of the thing we were looking for in the first place. I don't think anyone can ever find a definitive answer to this question in any foreseeable time in the future. But yeah, I think everyone just needed to realize that and get enlightened in this particular aspect. So yeah, in my opinion, no.
yeah, do you want to meet aliens? Meet
Do
them.
I want to meet aliens?
Yeah.
Depends. Do they have ramen?
So, thank you for this time.
Alien food.
How was your experience in this discussion?
So I would say that first thing after a long tiring day, it was really entertaining. Like I had generally what happens is that throughout the day we are always in a, let's say, at a hectic schedule, a fixed schedule, there is less room for informality. So this was a bit informal, and I actually enjoyed stuff which are a bit more informal. So yeah, it was definitely enjoyable. I would say that.
So, what are your opinions that do aliens really exist?
Aliens. I believe they exist, obviously, yeah. And but again, the crux of this argument comes down to how we define them. Okay, so if we are saying that aliens exist, we need to first define what do we even mean by alien. And by alien, we are essentially asking the question, what do we mean by life itself? So yeah, definitely, life in some form definitely exists. That's what I believe. And the argument is if someone asks me what the argument is, my argument would be very simple only. We have so many planets throughout, and there's so many different kind of chemical reactions going on. So obviously there's, even if the possibility is very small, because we have such a large sample, it can happen. That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
So basically today we are covering how a singularity session on the lonely blue dot discussing about the potential life outside the planet Earth, and right now we have a volunteer from the Singularity Club who we are going to ask their opinion about how the session went. So
My name is Ria Mohan. I'm from 25MS and I'm a volunteer at Singularity. So this was our first time holding a discussion session and also the first time in the history of Singularity to have a discussion session in the first place. And it was very informative. I did learn a few things that I actually didn't know before. I also got to learn about other people's opinions and it was a very fun session. We had lots of fun and at times I think it got out of what we were expecting it to be, but honestly that was the best part because we got because astronomy is such an interdisciplinary subject. It combines earth science, biology, physics, chemistry and so much more.
Even some mathematics.
Yeah, that's true. So we got perspective from like every single subject, not just physics or mathematics. So yeah, I think this is only the beginning of our discussion sessions. We will be having more sessions in the future. So I think for a start, it was really good.
Do you think would you have like anything improved from this session? Like any tips from your end, like what could have improved the session? Like whatever happened today, like on the next session, what you could improve now?
Yeah.
Any ideas regarding that?
So since this was our first ever session, we kind of had a bit of communication problems between the moderators, and we had less amount of mics. So I think we would want to work on our flow next time, work on our internal communications, and basically be we hope that our next discussion is more structured. And yeah.
Thank you, Ria. That was a very informative opinion.
Okay, hello. I'm H. Sangzela from 25MS. Actually, this event was hosted by 25MS mostly alone. Aditya Bhaiya from 24MS also helped us. This event, I would just answer the questions that Ria also got. I feel like this event, truth be told, I actually prepared a lot for this event so that I can have like the more knowledge. But most knowledge were mostly hectic and like not really organized. So like talking with other people and like articulating my ideas and thoughts and all, and letting people articulate their ideas and thought really consolidated
Your
my
own
knowledge, yeah,
understanding.
my own understanding, and I got really attached to one particular idea about communication problems with aliens, stuff like that.
What do you think was the most like best part about the session? In your opinion, like what was the best idea you heard in the session?
Oh, definitely the problem that light travels at the speed of light, obviously, and like there is no practical way to effectively communicate with other people, and the best we can do is like send the golden record or something, and like leave a mark on intergalactic history. So I really like that idea of that we should really not worry as a main priority because it's physically not feasible. I personally buy that. Everyone ended up like choosing different conclusions for this event, which is the point of this event, which I really love too. Yeah, everyone can have like different points of views.
All right, thank you, Kelson. And now on to the next.
My name is Fazil Aminamdar. I am also a volunteer in Singularity and I was also one of the moderators. This today's session I really enjoyed. There was a lot of things that I learned. Pointing it out, the most interesting part that I liked about was one person talked about brain. I will look more into this. I was very much intrigued by this.
Anything you would say, like from your end, that you thought could have made this session much more better, improved the session a lot better?
Yeah, to be honest, I was expecting more people, but fine. Uh, Also, I would say definitely this session was not perfect. The discussion was not very much organized. Initially, it was organized in starting, but then people started to speak. There was not a, like Ria pointed out, there was not a flow of information. So the plan that we had made, that we would discuss on these topics, it did not happen like that. We discussed the last topic first and the first topic at the last. So that's what happened. So that could have been done better, and yeah, that is it. That's the main point. We would definitely improve it. And another thing was we did not have another mic, so we had decided to make a rule that the person with the mic will only speak. But since we had only one mic, so it was not possible. So that would also improve from next time.
All right, thank you, Fazil. Thank you for your valid input. Now, audience who were not part of the volunteer group, but joined in their with their curiosity and hope to learn more about life outside Earth. So we are now going to talk to the audience that were present in this session. Hello.
Hello, I'm Shagnik from 25ms. So actually, my friend here over here introduced me to this place, and I came for fun just to see what goes on over here, and it pretty much happened to be this is the very first thing,
Very first
yeah,
discussion.
very first discussion of theirs. So I just came as this is something related to physics, and I'm interested in it, so I just came, and I see that this is pretty good. I look more forward to these lectures. Sorry, sessions. Yes. So I learned many things over from here, which I will definitely look into this thing again. Like this, the discussions were very like
Very interactive and very
yeah, it was interactive. Plus, it was very debatable. I can debate with another person. Also, I can
well, that reminds me of the idea. There was a kind of a debate that happened between,
it got
like
pretty
in mid
chaotic.
session.
Yes,
What would you like to say about that? Debates and all the heated arguments that occurred suddenly inside the session.
this is physics. This is how you define the world. Two people will obviously have different opinion. You have to fight for that opinion to state your opinion that that is correct. So, but it got pretty chaotic. Many people were not able to hear everything. It was good. But
But okay, then that begs the question: what do you think in the next session the volunteers and the moderators should do in order to like make the event much more less chaotic and more streamlined in your sense of view?
they can, like, if two people are discussing, let only these two people discuss. They could manage that, not other interfere in that. Okay, so and if a person asks a question, like they can figure out that a way that a person will ask the question, the person will answer it, or want to debate on it. So that a way one can reduce the chaos a bit.
All right, that was a very valid input from Sagan. Having the same discussion with other people as well. Now this is Vedic.
Yes, very. So the discussion was pretty good, and various opinions came out as a result. Quite a few hypotheses, and people backed their hypothesis with theories which actually enabled people to search for the things which they never thought they will. For example, when I started reading the brain theory just out of curiosity, but I thought about applying it only after this session. So like many people applied what they had learned unknowingly here. So it is not just interactive, but it also sharpens our thinking process, and it can be improved because this is just the first session, so it will improve the there should be a bit control. It got chaotic, like many people said. There were debates, so that should be it cannot be avoided, but that should be minimized. And there were many questions, and not all questions come with answers. And often debate happens because of such questions, but these questions should be handled with calm, which should be done. And rest is all. It was executed very efficiently by the 25ms, and it's like hats off to them.
Well, what I saw in the session, like people were coming up with different ideas regarding the all the questions that were like a part of the discussion. Many were like, how, is life different biologically than what we are? Is a different kind of biological system there that functions a different way? And we had a lot of fun discussing those kind of questions. In my opinion, uh, my question to you is like, how do you think sessions like these should be conducted from now on? How frequently should these be conducted? Can questions of these levels be introduced to different kind of fields, different kind of domains? And not only that, the final question would obviously be, what else would you like this session to have improved on from the like from the next time? What would you have like this session to inculcate or improve on?
Well, first of all, these sessions should be taken at least once in a month, because the base of science, like the base of science is hypothesis. Now you will hypothesize only if you find the urge to it. And in this session I saw there were many hypotheses coming up, and it is important for the development advancement of science, because unless and until you give a hypothesis, you will never think about how can I do an experiment, how can I it be a theory, are there any exceptions, let me search for it. So these are very important, and these should be implemented in all the fields of science, because science demands hypothesis at first, a big why. That is the main thing which drives science. uh, yes, so it should be. And the improvements can be that and the improvements uh, the moderators can should be a bit more efficient in controlling the crowd, like many people will speaking today at a time at the same time. That should be avoided. At most two people can speak at a time if they get into an argument with their own opinions, because it is normal in science to get into an argument with the people with different opinion, and playfully play with the ideas, discuss with it and discard it. And in fact, a very good example of this is our the relation between Watson and Crick. They used to discuss various even illogical ideas in their offices, uh, just as a part of fun or exercises, and this led to a major discovery of DNA. So we can do these discussions are actually important. Many views come out from different angles, and once we get a hypothesis, we will find the urge to find out how can we implement it or experiment it, and this is how science will advance.
Thank you, Vedic. That was a very insightful opinion of yours. I'm sure the viewers will like it very much. With this, we would like to conclude. Though the session was quite interesting and interactive, I would hope that in next sessions or in future sessions, my personal opinion, the debate should be a little much less chaotic. Opinions were nice, but they were also very heated sometimes, to the point like I thought things are getting repetitive. But apart from that, the session was really nice, and I think so. More sessions across different domains, not only astronomy, but domains like biology, chemistry, and mathematics should have discussions like this once a month at least, in order to like first inculcate new ideas into us young minds. And with that, I, Arham Alam, conclude this session. Thank you.
you know I got you.